Sprint device. And they can activate it under the Sprint network, which under our case, that would be CDMAS. Now, for some dealers as well, if the customers have a Sprint phone, they try to tamper with the device and they make it look like a Verizon device, and they can activate it under the CDMA. That is flash device. They can be used either on a Sprint network or on a Verizon network. How can we know? We really cannot know. Not until we are going to ask the customer. Like for example, the customer is activated under our CDMA network. But if we're going to ask the customer, can you please tell me where did that phone come from? Or who is the phone manufacturer? And they would see on their phone that there is a Sprint symbol on that phone. So even though it is activated under CDMA, but if the phone has a symbol which says Sprint, then that should be activated under the CDMAS. And that is what we call as a flash device. Now, your situation, you said that the dealer has a SIM card, correct? And they inserted it on a Sprint device or a CDMAS device?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, well, that is not going to be possible. A Sprint device cannot get a CDMA SIM card. It will not work there.
Yeah, it did
So
not
the
work.
only
It didn't work.
Yeah.
The balance
So-
did not apply, and the customer did not use the service.
Nice. So if the customer has a Sprint device, but they have a CDMA SIM card, what we are going to do is we are going to activate the device under the CDMAS, because that is a Sprint device. It should be activated under CDMAS.
Yes, it's like internal porting. But
Oh, I see.
yeah,
Internal port.
basically,
But one more question, how the activation work? I mean, the ESN number belongs to different provider, different product.
but he tampered the device. I mean, I think they do that just not to buy a different device, so they can use both devices on CDMA and CDMS. I think because if the
Exactly.
customer wants to go from CDMA to CDMS, that means another device.
Yeah, that's exactly the point. They don't want to buy a Sprint device, and then they don't want to buy a Verizon device. So cost wise, it will be much for them, and that's what they are doing. But that will not be allowed on the system.
Okay. Another question. It's my understanding that if I am a customer with Verizon and my phone device is LTE capable, I can use the same SIM card if I change to another device for a Sprint device, but I can use the same SIM card, right?
The answer to that question is partly yes.
Okay.
Yes, the customer, if they are under CDMA and they have another LTE device, which is a Verizon device and can be activated in CDMA, they can just easily transfer that SIM card to the other device. But the SIM card for CDMA cannot be used for an LTE CDMAS phone.
Okay.
It's different. Let me just tell you that the CDMA SIM card starts with 8914. And the CDMA SIM card starts with, if I'm not mistaken, it's 89011. Oh, yes. I think I was on speaker mode on one of you, so it's coming twice on your side. Yeah, but I guess everything is okay now.
Yes, now it's fine.
Yeah.
John, we have a
The
question here.
yes.
All right. So I was like wondering, like if the customer is using a GSM mobile and basically an unlocked handset, so when you will like insert the SIM ICC ID, at that point of time, like all the four products will be highlighted, or how it's exactly going to be?
Okay. For activation, let me just go back to the activation page. For the activation, we have SIM cards and CDMA devices. right? So if the customer have a SIM card, like for GSMA, it starts with 89014. Please take note of this. For CDMA, GSMA SIM cards, they start with 89014, and that they have 20 digits. Hold on, let me just put some notes here, and let me just use this. Okay, for GSMA, it starts with 89014, and it has 20 digits. For GSMT, it starts with 89012, and it has 19 digits. For a CDMA SIM card, it starts with 8914, and it has 20 digits. For CDMA-S, which is for the Sprint devices, the SIM card starts, if I'm not mistaken, it's 89011, and it has 20 digits. Okay, so you can activate SIM cards which is under the GSMA and the GSMT here, but you cannot activate a CDMA SIM card, and you cannot activate a CDMA-S SIM card. The only time that we can activate a SIM card which is under CDMA and CDMA-S is if these devices are going to be activated. If these CDMA devices will be activated with RPM or Red Packet Mobile, that's the only time that they can activate the SIM card. It is for LTE devices, CDMA LTE devices, they always need SIM card for them to be activated. It is a requirement on the system. So like the ones that you were telling me a while ago, you can the phone needs a SIM card. You cannot activate it because the phone needs a SIM card. This is the reason, because the system needs the SIM card number for it to be activated. It is a requirement by the system. The system will automatically detect, okay, this is the ESN or this is the MEID of this device. Okay, the system will say this is a 4G device as registered on the system. So we need to have the SIM card number. So where does the customer get the SIM card number? For CDMA service that we have, they can only get the SIM card either from stores that are selling the CDMA Red Packet SIM cards, or they can get it from our website, which is under the buy option here. Okay, let me just direct you and show you where to go. If you click on the buy button, you'll be given this option to click on buy now. If you click on buy now, then you'll get the SIM cards that we have and that we offer. We will be discussing GSMA on the 3rd day and the 4th day. So tomorrow we will be discussing the CDMA-S. So, and then here is what we will be needing for the CDMA service that we are discussing right now. This is a triple punch SIM card. It can go in any phone, in any LTE phone that the customer might have. So they wouldn't have any reason why they cannot insert the SIM card because it is already a triple punch SIM card. They have a nano punch, they have a micro punch, and they have a standard punch. Does it mean that they have 3 SIM cards? No, they just have 1 SIM card, but that SIM card was triple punched with 3 different sizes. And so your question a while ago is, what if the customer has a CDMA device, an LTE CDMA device, and they want to change it to another LTE CDMA device? Can they use the same SIM card? The answer is yes. Simply insert the CDMA SIM card onto the new LTE CDMA SIM card, and that new SIM card, that new device should be working fine. There's no need to do some programming under the CDMA. Yeah, there's no need to program. Just get that SIM card, insert it on the new phone, and it should work. Okay, that's for the activation.
Okay.
Questions?